Hi, welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
And here we go again.
So today I want to start with a topic that's kind of been bugging me lately.
I can't wait.
So anytime there is some sort of event that sparks conversations across the nation or controversy or whatever.
Oh, we do like us a controversy.
Don't we though? So inevitably Facebook gets inundated with these posts with the sayings and the phrases and the facts and the this, that, and whatever.
Right.
And this famous person made this quote about this thing, whatever. And
Oh.
right?
Yes.
So there comes a time for fact checking.
Yes,
right?
there does. Absolutely.
So before you share that, Samuel L. Jackson was talking about this, whatever. Just make
Samuel
sure.
L. Jackson was not talking about this, for the record.
Just so you know.
Because we don't want him coming after us because he's a bad
Something. Anyway.
Family show.
So, that said, there is a time when fact checking just isn't necessary. Okay? So, here are a couple of examples.
Okay, I was going to say.
Okay, so sometimes we're reposting, whatever, one of these phrases or sayings, and it's one of those, regardless of who said it, it still rings true.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So in which cases, okay, you can fact check it, but it is what it is, and regardless of who said it,
Right.
fine. However, then there's the other side. For instance.
For instance, this is serious business.
I recently reposted a picture that I thought was amusing, and it had 6 different pictures of groups of people. The one of them said...
Did I see this picture?
Yes.
Okay.
Dinner with friends, and they're all at the table on their phones.
Really well.
Yes. And a day at the beach, and they're all on their phones, and it had 6 of these types of pictures where everybody was on their phones, not
I do
interactive,
remember.
right?
Yeah.
And then it had a quote by Albert Einstein saying something of, "My greatest fear is when technology takes over interaction with people," or something to that effect.
Yes, you're correct.
It was funny. Why, thank you.
It was bugging me.
Anyway, I posted it because it was amusing.
Right.
Right? Someone who shall remain nameless
I know who the someone is.
felt the need to fact check this.
I know who felt the
Now,
need.
there's no record of Einstein ever actually saying this, but who cares? Who cares? It's just funny because it's true.
I was going to say, if it's a true sentiment and you can take something away from it that, like you said, is you can apply to your life or realize that it applies to life in general.
Or you just have a little chuckle over it.
But, yeah.
And I gotta tell you, back when Abraham Lincoln invented the internet, I bet he should have prepared for this. No, I read that somewhere.
My head hurts.
It's like that commercial. You can't put it on the internet if it isn't true.
I do enjoy that commercial. Well, okay, so let's pretend for a minute nobody's going to call Albert Einstein's dead.
What? When did this happen? Why didn't anybody tell me?
You'll get a memo next time.
I should hope so.
But, yeah, I don't get why people feel the need to... Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me.
So, that incident, speaking of Facebook...
Speaking of Facebook. Leads to our next topic.
It leads to the topic of Facebook friends. Right? And... how friendly are you with your Facebook friends, and how do you decide when to accept or decline Facebook?
Oh, I decide mighty quick. Okay, so the first thing, yes, Kate is going to call me out. My Facebook friends, if I get to 50, I start to clean house because
that's just too many.
Well, no, my policy with it, because you were just saying who's friends and who's not. My policy is if I don't talk to you once a month, at least and I don't even care if it's a text message, a phone call, instant message, whatever. If I don't have that much contact, then you really don't need to be knowing what's going on in my personal life.
Because you do post a lot of really personal things on Facebook.
What she means by that is I post nothing. I might post a witty retort.
It's true. That's what I usually do as well. Jared and I are what one would call Facebook lurkers.
Oh, yes. It's because, I think we mentioned this in another episode, we consider ourselves amateur stalkers.
Stop throwing around the word amateur.
Okay,
We're good
we're
at it.
professional. And
We have business cards.
the internet has just made stalking so easy now.
In fact, I'm going to throw it out that it's so easy that it's almost not even fun anymore.
That's true, because we were talking the other day about how we haven't had a real mission in a while.
True. If anybody has a stalking mission for us, please.
Yes,
We're in
we
need.
would, because everything we can do, we do online.
In fact, we're so desperate for a decent stalking mission.
Yes.
We'll do it for free. This one time. First one's free. After that.
And if you don't like us now, when are you gonna?
What are you gonna do?
Oh, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
Okay,
Let's
so we're
talk
done.
about something else.
Actually, I want to talk about this.
I don't know if you can see this.
I'm sure you can. There's no way you can't see this.
It used to look a lot better than this. Now I just look like I have a serious jaundice section of my arm.
So we're going to talk about do-gooding for a minute. Because my theory is this is where do-gooding leads you.
Now, I'll be the first to tell you that niceness doesn't pay. Okay? And we've got stories to back that up
Oh
for
my
next
goodness,
time.
do we ever?
So, I recently, this year, for the first time ever, gave blood. And it was, I know, yay me, whatever. I decided it was about time to give blood rather than take blood. At any rate, some people think I have a
There has been a debate on Kate's
I may or may not
vampire,
have jars of it in my
yes.
fridge, whatever. I like it cold. So, cold-blooded. At any rate, so I gave blood for the first time, finally learned my blood type, and I then
I don't
felt...
think I know my blood type,
I
but
didn't
anyway.
know mine either until I got the little card that
I used
said,
to.
I'm O
Something.
positive, if you can believe it. Please. Anyway, then I felt this obligation to give back, right? Oh, I should be donating more blood because it's easily used, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I go in to donate blood again, and they say...
This is the beginning of the end.
I was really nervous, I'm not going to lie. But the guy says, oh, you have a really good blood type for double reds. So I guess it's red blood cells, something. Anyway, and the machine just opened up. Okay, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to do it.
You know, it's never a good time. The machine just opened up.
Because the guy just finished. I watched
I
him
know,
leave.
okay.
He was okay.
All right.
Anyway, so I go in to do it, and she sticks me once, sticks me twice.
I didn't want to hear it anymore.
And then we're
I'm
on
not
track.
good with
And I'm
blood.
not looking, I mean, I'm practically in the other room. And after a while, she says to me, now, you drank a lot of water today, right? And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? I was practically drowning all day. That's how much water I drank. So that was red flag number 1. Well, that's red flag number 2. The first flag was the second stick.
when she's jabbing you.
Yeah.
But who doesn't like it?
So then she calls somebody else over to come and check it out. And so then they're moving it around. Anyway, it was awful. So ultimately they decided that she jabbed me wrong. It bruised immediately, clotted up, and I was useless after that. So other than having this giant thing on my arm for which I could blame my husband, he grabbed me. I didn't want to do the dishes, and he made me.
The end of the story is no good deed goes unpunished. And on that note, we're going
Well, I will tell you when we come back.
Yes.
I will tell you about my other good deed that went very punished. So tune in and
don't forget to comment, like, all that stuff.
what he said.
Uh-huh.